A lot of people got the Messiah, the Master coming back as this guy who's going to love everybody and rapture everybody off to heaven. That's not true. That's not the teaching of the Bible. The Bible says, that he does judge and make work, judge and make work.
All praises to the Father and His Son, the creator of the universe. Yeah, the giver of the laws and commandments, crucified for the sins of the whole earth. But y'all don't pay him no mind, y'all don't pay him no homage, I ain't tripping on him, y'all don't love him. Y'all too busy worshiping other guys, Christmas, Easter, Valentine, yeah, y'all love sin. And these pastors ain't no help, they done closed up the doors to the kingdom. Matthew 23 and 13, tell me y'all some hypocrites, y'all ain't even getting in the kingdom. And that's real, I've been walking with the word, trying to get to know the word. Another word, I've been reading script. I have come to find out it's a different story when you understand the manuscript. It is false doctrines, all lies. Is it? Like going to heaven when we die. What else? Like eating catfish and pork rinds. That's abomination in the Lord's eyes. You gotta unlearn and relearn everything that you did learn about the Most High God of these scriptures, and you better do it before He return. Cause He ain't coming back to shake hands. Nah, kissing and hugging. No, He coming back to set the record straight. Come on, He coming back to pass judgment. Yeah, cause He ain't coming back to shake hands. He ain't kissing and hugging. No, He coming back to clear the controversy. He coming back to pass judgment. 7 trumpets, 7 vows. Right after Jacob see his trouble, it's coming. He said the whole world gon' bow. Whether you hate him or you love him, this coming. Got a war, you ain't keeping this commandment, you gon' perish when He come back with His army and the sword. Judgment has been handed down to Him from the Father, and the title has been given Lord of all lords. You've been worshiping in vain though, cause you don't really know Him like you claim so. At the day of judgment, He gon' tell you He don't know you either. And to the lake of fires, where you gon' go? All you heathens and you Edomites. Yeah, Babylon gon' die that night. Talk a takeover, full overthrow. The man of sin, he gon' burn slow. What you know about blood up to the horse's bridle? He gon' call all the fowls of the earth to come feast on the dead bodies laying everywhere. You can read it, you been sinning, you ain't gon' be spared. I've been reading, you should get prepared. Yeah, I've been reading, baby, you should be scared. If you thinking the Messiah is a white boy with blue eyes and blonde hair, that's deception at its highest. He gon' judge you with the highest when you kick against the laws and the commandments. That's the covenant, I'm standing on it. 10 toes down, ain't no use in playing on it. You gotta unlearn and relearn everything that you did learn about the Most High God of these scriptures, and you better do it before He return. Cause He ain't coming back to shake hands. Nah, kissing and hugging. No, He coming back to set the record straight.
Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. It's your brother Mikael J. Israel up in the building. Out here on the grind, getting it in. Naming this lesson, or chop up, or whatever you want to call it. After the blood moon. I was sitting here meditating, driving down the road, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. After the blood moon. We just had a blood moon, and look at the blood that been spilled in the last few weeks after the blood moon, brothers and sisters. You had Buffalo, 10 people of our own getting killed. Now you got 18 children, including a teacher. And then he offed his grandmother, including the police killing him. Bloodshed, brothers and sisters. We seeing a pattern here in America after this blood moon. We seeing blood being shed wholesale. But if you remember what I told you the other day, the couple of lives, maybe couple of lives ago, I think it was probably yesterday or day before, it was one of those lives I said, beware your children and be sorry, Babylon. See, these scriptures hit like steel, and I'm going to read it again. After the blood moon. Woe be unto thee. I'm in 2nd Esdras 16 again. I'm telling y'all, that's where we at in 2nd Esdras 15 to 16 right now in real time. Here it is again. 2nd Esdras chapter 16. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? Why did they turn it? That shooter that killed those children wasn't turned back. The sword was sent unto them, and it wasn't turned back. He said, woe, Babylon, beware your children. After the blood moon, look what we seeing go down in America. Let's go to Psalms chapter 17. I ain't gonna be here long. Psalms chapter 17, just something to make you think. Psalms chapter 17. Let's read, let's start at verse 7. Show thy marvelous love and kindness, O thou that savest by thy right hand them which put their trust in thee from those that rise up against them. Keep me as the apple of thy eye. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. This is what you better be praying over your children. Because we live in the shadow of death, in the valley of the shadow of death. Ain't none of us promised to make it back home. Now your children ain't promised to make it back home as they go to school. After the blood moon. From the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. They are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth. We're going to stop at verse 13. We're in Psalms chapter 17. Now we're at verse 12. Like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. That shooter was lurking in secret places. And when it took those children alive, I don't care what nationality it was or who it is. It's sad when anybody loses a child. But like I said, what did the scripture say in 2nd Esdras? Babylon, beware your children and be sorry. After the blood moon. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Be praying over your children, brothers and sisters. Be praying over your children. Let's go to Isaiah 45 and 7. Let's not get it twisted. I tell you what, let's go to Hosea. Let's go to Hosea. You see, when they took prayer and the commandments out of the school, see, now you're on the Most High hit list. When we was growing up, see, this thing wasn't common having school shootings. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't common. You never heard of such a thing. But as soon as they took prayer out of the schools, look where we at. Look where we at. Now let's read Hosea 4 and 6. Listen to what the Most High is saying here. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. So we forget the law. Most High said, I'm going to forget your children. This is why he's saying, Babylon, beware your children and be sorry. It's a time of mourning right now. After the blood moon. Woo! I just had to share this with y'all. It hit me like a ton of bricks driving down the road. Right after that blood moon, Mass shootings after mass shootings. Mass shootings in South California, within the church. Tops grocery store up in Buffalo. 10 of our own. Now we got 18 little babies. Gone. At school. Ain't harming nobody. But these are the evils that Babylon got to pay for putting his hand on their chosen. I'm going to keep on going. I got a few more scripts and I'm going to let y'all go. This is just something for you to think about. Let's go to Isaiah 45:7 right quick. Let's see who's in charge of this evil. Don't forget. Hey, Brother Amos, I'm going to call you after this live. I ain't forgot about you, brother. Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Don't you forget who creates the evil. Why is the evil? Why did you create the evil? Why is the wicked amongst us? Why? What purpose do they serve the Lord? Let's go to Proverbs 16. Let's find out why. Proverbs 16. Proverbs 16. We're gonna read this one verse. At verse 4. For the Lord had made all things for himself. He created light, he created the darkness, he created what? The good and the evil. So listen to this. The Lord made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. See, when you reject the law, he gonna reject your children and let this evil come upon us. See, that's why the scriptures say he's a great and terrible God. That's why Hebrews 10:31 say it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. But Christians don't understand God or the Most High Yah. They don't understand Yeshua or who they call Jesus. But after the blood moon, look what we at. I just wanted to share these scriptures with y'all so you don't be confused who's in control and why it's happening. You took God out of the schools, even though it was good to have prayer in school, and the commandments was in school where I went to school. But you took those out. So when you rejected the law, he rejected your children, our children. So you best be, if your kids going to school, you better be praying over those children. Because we all live in the valley of the shadow of death. That's why I read that scripture. We need to be on his wings. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to read it again. I'm going to let y'all go because I got to get back to riding. Brother Amos, I'm going to call you here in just a second. Isaiah 4, I'm sorry, let's go back to Psalm 17. And let's read that again. That's going to be our focus scripture for the rest of the week. Every morning, you get up and you read those scriptures before you start your day. Let's read it again. Let's go to Psalms chapter 17. We're going to start at verse 7 and read down to 13. Watch this. Show thy marvelous loving kindness, O thou that savest by thy right hand them which put their trust in thee, from those that rise up against them. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings. So while we in the shadow, we in the valley of the shadow of death, we need to be under what? Brothers and sisters. We need to be under the what? The shadow of thy wings. Matter of fact, we're going to go, I come right back up to that. From the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about, they are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bound down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. You understand? This is what you need to be reading and praying over your children, and including yourself. Because we just read in 2nd Ezra 16 again. Woe be unto Babylon, Asia, and Egypt. Beware your children and be sorry. Meaning, we ain't seen nothing yet. But like I say, after the blood moon, we just had look what's going on. Look what's going on. But okay, let's skip back up before I forget. Then I'm gonna let y'all go. Right back in Psalm 17, something just hit me. He said, keep me as the apple of thy eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wings. Another prayer you can read over your children. Psalms 91. So when I read that, it just hit me just then. Hey, that goes with Psalms 91. Watch this. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings thou shalt trust. His trust shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth in noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Why is it ain't gonna come near you? Why? Let's go back to Psalm 17. And it's gonna be verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So back over here in Psalms 91. It's the sword of the Lord that's going to knock down those 1,000 men. 1,000 shall fall at thy right side, and 10,000 at thy right hand. But it shall not come nigh thee. Why? Because the Lord going to intervene and cut them off with the sword. You understand? Only with thy eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. I'm going to stop right there. Read Psalm 17, 7 through 13, and back it up with Psalms 91. That's what you need to be praying for, you reading before you go to bed at night. That's what you need to read, getting up a little tad early before work, reading it again over you and your children. Because you see that the wicked is out there slaughtering. They have no regard for the young or the old. Didn't you see how the Most High still making it clear that his word still is in effect? That the wicked don't care about the young or the old. Look what happened in Buffalo. Those elderly folks. Look what happened in Texas. Young children. After the blood moon, though. But hey, that's it, brothers and sisters. Y'all stay prayed up. Love you, love y'all. Stay prayed up out there now. It ain't gonna get no better. So I hate to tell you that. Don't pray for better. I just showed you what you need to be praying for. It ain't gonna get no better. It's gotta happen.
A lot of people got the Messiah, the Master coming back as this guy who's gonna love everybody and rapture everybody off to heaven. That's not true. That's not the teaching of the Bible. The Bible says, that he does judge and make
All praises to the Father and His Son, the creator of the universe. Yeah, the giver of the laws and commandments, crucified for the sins of the whole earth. But y'all don't pay him no mind, y'all don't pay him no homage. I ain't tripping on him, y'all don't love him. Y'all too busy worshiping other guys, Christmas, Easter, Valentine, yeah, y'all love sin. And these taxes ain't no help, they done closed up the doors to the kingdom. Matthew 23 and 13, tell me y'all some hypocrites, y'all ain't even getting in the kingdom. And that's real, I've been walking with the word, trying to get to know the word. Another word, I've been reading script. And come to find out, it's a different story when you understand the manuscript. It is false doctrines, all lies. Like going to heaven when we die. What else? Like eating catfish and pork rinds. That's abomination in the Lord's eyes. You gotta unlearn and relearn everything that you did learn about the Most High God of these scriptures, and you better do it before he return. Cause he ain't coming back to shake hands, nah, kissing and hugging. No, he coming back to set the record straight. Come on, he coming back to pass judgment. Yeah, cause he ain't coming back to shake hands. He ain't kissing and hugging. No, he coming back to clear the controversy. He coming back to pass judgment. 7 trumpets, 7 vows. Right after Jacob see his trouble, it's coming. He said the whole world gon' bow. Whether you hate him or you love him, it's coming. Got a war, you ain't keeping his commandments, you gon' perish when he come back with his army and the sword. All judgment has been handed down to him from the Father, and the title has been given Lord of all lords. You've been worshiping in vain though, cause you don't really know him like you claim so. At the day of judgment, he gon' tell you he don't know you either. And to the lake of fires, where you gon' go? All you heathens and you Edomites. Yeah, Babylon gon' die that night. Talk a takeover, full overthrow. The man of sin, he gon' burn slow. What you know about blood up to the horse's bridle? He gon' call all the fowls of the earth to come feast on the dead bodies, laying every word. You can read it, you been sinning, you ain't gon' be spared. I've been reading, you should get prepared. Yeah, I've been reading, baby, you should be scared. If you thinking the Messiah is a white boy with blue eyes and blonde hair, that's deception at its highest. He gon' judge you with the highest when you kick against the laws and the commandments. That's the covenant, I'm standing on it. 10 toes down, and no use in playing on it. You gotta unlearn and relearn everything that you did learn about the Most High God of these scriptures, and you better do it before he return. Cause he ain't coming back to shake hands, nah, kissing and hugging. No, he coming back to set the record straight.
Shalom, everybody.